Sorry for the break in network, so let's continue. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so for this is for dollar indices, right? Yesterday's market was bullish. The news came out. The news came out bullish for US dollar indices, and my nearest place for us to see proper buyers is here, right? So I'm looking at this level where we can see a very strong bullish sentiment here. So we are bullish on dollar indices. Like I said, we're still going to buy dollar till we get to this zone, this level or this level. Why? Because if we look at the line chart, we've not seen a major retracement that will confirm us that yes, we are still going to sell, right? But this is still a retracement phase, and we can take the high from here. So I'm still bullish till we get to 98.860 for dollar indices. So I'm still bullish on dollar. This is also a very strong continuation pattern on 4 hours time frame. So whatever we are doing, we look towards buying dollar, right? So what I'm seeing here on dollar still shows much more bullish scenario for US dollar indices. Okay, so let's continue. Let's go to some pairs like USCHF. Yesterday at CPI, a signal was dropped for USCHF, which it hits TP1 and it still continue moving up. So we are still bullish on dollar indices. And for USCHF, I'd love to see price around here. Price around here for dollar indices. So 4 hours time frame, we are still buying. Like I said, we are still buying dollar indices, and we hopefully look at a retracement around here. So this is kind of a roadblock, a retracement around here. Hopefully price rejects, retrace, and start moving to the downside. So there's no entry at the moment as this market has left us behind. There's no entry at the moment. So USHF is still quite bullish. We hit TP1 2 yesterday, and we are still moving to the top side. So let's look at USD card also to see if you can see any entry in the market. For USD card, I'm going to start with weekly time frame. So for weekly time frame, still continues that way. Are still going to be bullish as price breaks this resistance. Price breaks this resistance, right? And further breakout. Then we have on a daily time frame. On a daily time frame here, we have support become resistance as well. So this level on a daily time frame, this level also, we look towards buying USD card. So we also had news on USD card or Canadian dollar yesterday, but the USD dollar took the whole thing because dollar is a stronger pair to Canadian dollars, though their economy are quite similar. But dollar is quite stronger. And also another thing on 4 hours time frame, it's here. We have market rejecting this SNR level, which leads us to this high, leads us to buying at this high, right? 1.37588. Also 1 hour time frame. We could look towards a retest. We could look towards market retesting this zone. So a retest continuation. So those are what we are looking at for dollar indices, right? So 15 minutes time frame, still the same thing. I'm still looking towards some bullish sentiment for USD card. I hope to see probably we have a breakout of this trend line. If we have a breakout of this trend line, then it means that we reject at 1.37215 or price goes down to 1.37050 on USD card. So for GBP USD, right? I'm also having some buys. So what I'm going to say is that the news coming up by 1:30 in 30 minutes time should be able to correct that anomaly, right? Because if you look at the dollar and pounds, they are quite moving at the same range, right? And Here, I'm seeing this resistance zone at this level, resistance zone at that level. So meaning that we could still look towards some sales for GBP USD. Every buy now is just a short retracement. I'm currently on the buy, but it's just a short retracement, right? So from higher time frame perception, GBP USD is still very much bearish. GBP USD is still very much bearish. Okay, so GBP USD is still very much bearish. So that's that for on the weekly time frame. But then we see the daily still tells us that we are in a retracement phase, and that is why we are seeing market at this zone. Market is reacting at this level. So a short buy, a bad idea. So what I'm saying is the weekly is bearish, the daily is kind of bullish, right? And the daily means that the daily is on a retracement phase. So for a retracement phase, we either look at this resistance here, look at that resistance there, 1 hour time frame also. 1 hour time frame also, we look at 1.34486 region. So 1.34486 region on GBP USD. So a breakout above this level would give us more room to buy. I'm on the buy trade for a while, but I've not seen the confirmation. That is why I've not dropped it in the group. Although we have a change of character here, price return to this level after taking out this low, so we might experience some bullish sentiment. But I'd like it to break out this high because this movement will only move to 1.34486 region. 1.34486 region with about 46 pips ahead. So we've not seen the confirmation. If this current candle closes bullish, then we can think of buying GBP USD. But if it does not, we are still looking towards selling GBP USD. Now I'll close my position. Euro USD likewise the same thing. You can see that dollar still gains strength, and on weekly time frame we are still bearish on Euro USD, and we are looking at this level 1.15248 daily time frame perception. It tells us the same thing. We are quite bearish, and looking at this daily, we see a resistance become support level here. 4 hours time frame. 4 hours time frame, also the same thing. 4 hours time frame still tells us the same thing, that we are quite bearish. So you can see that it's only the news that will correct the anomaly, right? It's only the news that will correct the anomaly because pound dollar is giving us a retracement phase. Euro US is also giving us another thing. Let's look at gold. So for gold, weekly time frame. If I'm to trade gold, I'm going to sell gold because the weekly time frame bias is still bearish. We have a break here, and weekly time frame bias is still very bearish. So what am I going to do? We'll wait for price to get to any of this resistance before we sell. For our time frame, also the same thing. We have this resistance become support level here. Resistance becomes support level here. Okay, 1 hour time frame. So if price doesn't break this area, then I'd love to see gold at 3360 before I take a buy, right? But I'm still positive about this level. If this current 1 hour candle closes bearish, then we'll sell gold down to 3318 region. So let's keep watching. This 1 hour candle closes bearish, like closing with a sell, we sell down to 3318 region. What is about 100 something pips? going about 200 pips or whereabouts. So I'm not bullish. I'm not seeing a confirmation on gold. I'm waiting for the news. And whatever happens during the news, we'll send it to the group. Okay, so I think that is that this afternoon. Does anybody have any questions? BTC, we are still heading high, even though we are having a rejection around here. Daily time frame, we hope to see a retracement to around 1111390 region. Then 4 hours time frame. 4 hours time frame. 111390 region is still my best sure probability for BTC. So I'm waiting for a retracement to that. At your expect signal, yes, you are. One thing about the 5X group is we don't just drop signal anyhow. We want it to be a high probability trade. We've noticed that recently the market is just taking us out and going in our direction, just like the Euro NZ that we dropped day before yesterday. It just took us out and fell. So we are just giving a high probability setup for the 5X challenge. So we've done 100%. So we are now in 4X, right? So let's still continue. So for BTC, like I said, I'd love to see. So that's that for this afternoon. Have a wonderful trading session. Since there are no questions, thank you very much and have a wonderful day. Good afternoon.